I want to talk about DC Fandome, which returns by popular demand this Saturday. The virtual experience, which was launched last year amid the cancellation of major conventions due to the pandemic, is a showcase for all of the live-action, animated, and gaming content DC has in store for its fans. Among the reveals expected, we will be getting a new trailer for Matt Reeves' The Batman. That was already announced. That is happening. As well as we'll have updates on probably the Aquaman sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, the Flash movie, the Black Adam movie, the CW verse, Peacemaker, Harley Quinn, Young Justice, plenty of stuff coming down from DC on this event. Last year's extravaganza was a huge success. It drew 22 million views worldwide. Shamari, how do you expect this event to go this year, and what are you most excited to check out?
This event is going to be it's going to be great. It is going to be great. I think it is. While I think it's going to be one day, I also feel a little bad for people that may be busy on that day for whatever reason. I think when they had it as more than one day, it kind of allowed more people, similar to like the Comic Cons and stuff. Right. Like if you can't do one day, you can do another day. But
although the big day was still Saturday.
Yeah, it was still Saturday. Yeah. So we showed Wonder Woman, a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, this is going to be huge. I can't wait for and of course I can't wait for the Batman. That's
my question. What's the number one thing that you're like?
The number one thing,
number one on your list, where if they said you can't see anything but one panel, what's the one panel you have to see?
I mean, it has to be the Batman. How is it not Batman?
I mean, we already saw the Batman trailer.
But this is Batman.
We haven't seen anything from Black Adam. We haven't seen anything from Aquaman, Flash.
Kendall, this is Batman.
Shazam 2.
This is the next Batman.
All right.
So it would have to be Batman just by default. But
so what's number 2 then?
So number 2 would have to be, for me, it has to be Black Adam.
Right.
Have to be Black Adam.
Interesting.
The Rock. I mean, you all know. I watch this dude's movies all the time.
Yeah, man.
I eat this guy's movies up. I still haven't seen Jungle Cruise, but that's next on the list.
Yeah, once that comes off.
Yeah.
But wait, you watched the movies, but have you watched the show Young Rock?
I have to watch Young Rock.
You gotta watch Young Rock.
Right.
I watch Young Rock.
Is The Rock in Young Rock?
Yeah, he's in every episode.
Right. Yeah, then I gotta watch Young Rock. Yeah, I gotta watch Young Rock. But yeah, I mean this, and it's funny because that's one of those instances where it's a fan casting, it's a perfect casting. Mm-hmm. Everyone is like, who should play Black Adam? It's like, golly gee, I wonder who should play Black Adam.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy that looks just like Black Adam. So yeah, this is and just having any kind of Black Adam interaction with Superman or any of the other major DC heroes. I mean, it's this is like gonna be incredible. And the dude doesn't make trash movies. It doesn't make bad movies, particularly with his production company and everything that he has personally.
Not going to be in any sort of giant prosthetic, like Zachary Levi, prosthetic muscles. That's just going to be a real suit.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, he's
already built like Black Adam.
Yeah, he's already built like Black Adam.
They're probably going to, honestly, I think they're going to do like a Steve Rogers thing where they're going to make him smaller if in his origin.
Right.
Or someone else is going to play him.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
Where like
that should be interesting. If they find a way to CGI him skinny, because that will just look weird.
Yeah, it's gonna look.
Yeah, it'll look kind of weird. His head's very.
His head's huge. Yeah,
but
I wonder why he's got the.
I love you, Rocky, but yeah, definitely.
But yeah, they're probably
it's not a pebble on top.
They probably have him slim down, probably just a tad.
Right, if he's gonna do something like that.
If he's just a little bit, he doesn't have to be like a stick or anything, but like. But yeah, so this movie is gonna be crazy. So that's definitely the one, and then Aquaman is very close behind that because I love the first movie. I love the new suit, the new Aquaman suit. I think that joint it's fire.
The stealth suit.
Stealth suit, and this Aquaman and the last Aquaman is probably my favorite of the recent DC movies. So yeah, I can't wait for the next one.
What about you, Kendall?
I would say that I'm most looking forward to not Batman. Shazam: Fury of the Gods. No.
Dag, yo.
No
Well,
disrespect.
you just buried Shazam, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Zachary Levi, I have no smoke with you. Don't listen to what Kendall said. We'd love to have you on the show and talk about the project. I don't condone that kind of burying.
Was anybody? I mean, let's be honest. Is that anybody most excited?
I don't remember what I rated Shazam, but I'm sure it was at least an 8.5, probably a 9. So
yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. Yeah. So what I would say I'm most excited for, I might have to go Black Adam.
Wow, 2 Black Adams. Oh, well, Shamari had Batman, but
Shamari was saying Batman technically, but
so why are you not as excited about the Batman? It's because you've already seen the trailer.
I've already seen the trailer for it. It was pretty comprehensive. I didn't feel like, yes, it was a teaser, but it also, I mean, it was a long time ago, so it's like, I haven't seen anything from it. I haven't watched that trailer in a long time, but I feel like, again, if we're saying if I couldn't see one of these, that's the one where I feel like I can go without a Batman panel. I know it's been a long time, and we're gonna have to see another trailer because it's coming out next year. But it's like we're gonna get 2 trailers of that before we've seen anything from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and they're coming out like in the same period, same 2-week period. So yeah, I mean, I'm not, and plus, we've heard conflicting stuff about whether it's some people. Andy Serkis says it's a masterpiece, but then other people saying it's a mess. So we'll see which one it is. But Black Adam, we haven't seen anything from, and it seems like it's going to be the most unique thing that they have coming up. I mean, it's a super villain movie, but like he's not. But it's The Rock, so he can only be but so evil. It's like more you're going to be an anti-hero, So I don't.
What was the last thing he was evil? Was he evil in The Mummy?
Yeah, Scorpion King.
Yeah. So I mean, that's probably the last thing I saw.
Hobbs, I guess, really right? Evil. Initially.
Probably Hobbs. Yeah. the Fast Five.
It's okay. He has a baby face turn after that. He's all good. Yeah. He starts off as a heel.
So yeah, I would say that, and I mean, the Flash is intriguing, man. It's so interesting. Like, Aquaman is gonna be exciting, but I don't think they're gonna show a trailer. Okay. But like, I think there's a chance we get a teaser for the Flash and Black Adam. So those are the 2 that I'm most excited for. The Flash has been filming for a while, Yeah. So if we get our first look, and plus they already did a featurette of it last year, so the idea they're gonna do another featurette would be kind of like. Right.
I think a lot of these projects are gonna have to like the kind of the problem of like you can't. I mean, it would kind of be dumb if they have another featurette. Black Adam. Right. I think the 2 video games from last year, and the Flash. I think that they need to show something. Whether it's set photo, they gotta show something. They can't show us another sizzle reel or whatever.
Right.
This is kind of tough for me. I look. Let me be clear. I think I'm lying when I say that if I can only see one thing, I'm not seeing the Batman. I'm lying. I couldn't tell you that with a straight face. It's the Batman. It's what we've been waiting for. This reboot.
Okay, it's Batman.
We know that Matt Reeves is getting. I think I saw a report today that they already greenlit the sequel to this movie. We already know he has an expansive universe that's continuing to expand. We already know that we're getting a Gotham City police show. They're trying to do a Penguin show potentially. So DC really feels like in many ways they're putting a lot of their eggs in Matt Reeves in this movie. So I think that just anytime I have a chance to see anything from it, I think that's always going to be my number one choice. If I went second, though, it'd probably be a tie between the Flash and Young Justice.
Wow.
The Flash, because we forget about talking about Batman. I mean, that's supposed to have a Batman in that movie. We're supposed to see Michael Keaton in that film. They had that that artwork that pseudo looked like Keaton, but they never confirmed it was Keaton. I'm sure that they'll actually kind of have him there this year and probably talk about his role in the film. Because I think there's so much about this movie. In some ways, I don't know if we said it before, but I feel like in some ways this movie is like the distant cousin of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I mean, this movie is supposed to really tap into the history of DC and kind of play have fun with a lot of the stuff that we've been introduced to, and the Michael Keaton Bruce Wayne is supposed to be kind of our vehicle for that. I mean, I want to see how they're gonna do that. There have been elements of it I thought sounded interesting. Other elements I thought sounded kind of lame. So that to me is a very ambitious project, and we know Muschietti's an excellent director. I'm not crazy about Ezra and how we seem to have moved on from his issues, but I gotta see how they're gonna try to pull that off. Because that was a movie that was supposed to be Flashpoint, and it seems like they moved away from that, and I think that probably was the right decision. But even what they're talking about now would still be really ambitious. So I gotta see how that works. I remember also we got Sasha Kaye. Supergirl's gonna be in that movie. She's also getting her own project. So a lot also riding on the Flash film. And that project, I could argue maybe is even more ambitious than what they're doing in the Batman. So that's a very important one. And Young Justice, because Young Justice, when it comes to animation, is the standard bearer pretty much. There really is. When you look at whenever we see another great animation show, you're comparing it to Young Justice. We're comparing Invincible to Young Justice. We're comparing What If to Young Justice. That's the bar. So Young Justice had a killer season 3. I've been rewatching season 3 over the past few weeks. It's still awesome, and we know we're supposed to be a week away from the release of the season. We've heard nothing. I mean, we finally got a first. What did we get? Like a poster, in previewing the event for DC Fandome for Young Justice. Yeah. It didn't show much. It showed kind of the characters we all would expect to see. So
they took old graphics of them and just put them in a poster basically.
Yeah, I mean it looked fan made pretty much, to be honest. But this is a show that's supposed to premiere on October 21st. And that would make sense because that would be a week after Titans, I guess, wraps up, or around the time the Titans is about to wrap up. So I gotta see what's happening with that show, because I'm still a huge animation fan, and again, Young Justice to me is like a Mount Rushmore type of show, and I gotta see what they're doing with that. I'm sure we'll get a really comprehensive big trailer and a kind of big outline for what is gonna happen with this show, which is exciting. Because again, last year showed us very little, and that was it. We haven't heard from them pretty much since last year, which is crazy. But new platform now, HBO Max. I think it's HBO Max's first, I guess second venture. I guess Harley Quinn's third season was on, or second season was on HBO Max. But it's only second venture on animated content. We'll see if there's any shifts or any changes to what we've seen from Young Justice. We saw a major shift in how it was on DC Universe. I'm curious how it fares on HBO Max. But this should be an exciting event. Again, I thought last year's event was awesome, and I'm expecting this year's event to be well. I know last year we also did plenty of content that Saturday. I think you could probably expect a lot of content coming out of this weekend from us as well on this content.
I also would say that shout out to DC for putting it on multiple different streaming platforms and not like some weird website where you have to.
Oh yeah, is it on? What? Where is it? Where is it being streamed for our listeners and for me? I didn't know that.
YouTube.
I think Twitch is going to stream it.
Yeah, you can go to a couple of places. Yeah,
Twitter, I think, probably going to stream it. Like it's going to be all over now, as opposed to, again, a weird website with a weird stream.
Enable you all your cookies.
I think last year, I think I airdropped. Not airdropped.
If you want to watch this,
I think
for free.
I airplayed it last year. It was very weird how.
We airplayed it.
I couldn't use my phone all day.
It's crazy. Yeah, thank God we had that happen again. So yeah, shout out to DC for doing that. And understanding as great as last year was, that will definitely make things a lot smoother this year.